Kolyenchikov. I like it. It's exactly as I pictured. Quiet, pleasant village, not too large. The perfect place for a new school teacher to begin his career. Well, to be honest, I did spend mornings for 2 years in a small children's school in Moscow, teaching tiny tots rudimentary spelling and numbers. But this is my first bona fide professional appointment as a full-time schoolmaster. Actually, I never even heard of Kolyenchikov until I saw the advertisement that a Dr. Zubritsky placed in the college journal. Although the position was in a remote village in the Ukraine, I jumped at the chance. But I don't mind telling you, my heart is pounding with excitement. I had this passion for teaching. Greek, Latin, astronomy, classic literature. Oh, I get goosebumps just thinking about it. I don't see anyone around. Perhaps I arrived a little early. I'm one of those extremely eager and enthusiastic people who's up at the crack of dawn, ready to begin his work. This is a very, very auspicious day in my life. Oh, excuse me.
Elena! Lebedov! Marushka! Olga, where are you?
Good morning.
Good morning. Did you happen to see 2 dozen sheep?
2 dozen sheep?
Yes, there were 14 of them.
No, I'm sorry.
Well, if you see them, could you give them a message, please?
A message for the sheep?
Yes, tell them that their shepherd is looking for them, and that they should tell you where they are, and I'll come and get them. Thank you.
Oh, wait, excuse me. What is your name, please?
Snetsky.
And your first name?
How soon do you need it?
Never mind. Forget your first name.
I did.
I am Leon Stepanovich Tolchinsky. I'm to be the new school teacher.
Is that a fact? I'm very honored to meet you, Leon Stepanovich Tolchinsky. I am something Snetsky. Will you be staying the night?
You don't understand. Kolyenchikov is to be my new home. I'm going to live here and teach here. I am, if I may say so, an excellent teacher.
Oh, they all were. They came here by the thousands, but not one of them made it through the first night. Oh, it's so hard to blow these. I don't know how the sheep do it.
You've had thousands of teachers?
More, hundreds. We're unteachable. We're all stupid in Kolyenchikov. There isn't a town or village more stupid in all of Mother Poland.
Russian.
Whatever. All good people, mind you, but not a decent brain among them. Oh. That feels good. I just opened up my ears. I'm sorry, I thought you were whispering. What did you say?
Are you telling me that every man, woman, and child in the whole village...
All stupid. Including me. Talk to me in like 10 minutes and you'll begin to notice.
I was hired by Dr. Zubritsky to teach his young daughter.
Impossible! Teach his daughter. She's hopeless. The girl is 19 years old, and she just recently learned to sit down. She's hopeless. She doesn't even know the difference between a cow and a duck. Not that that's an easy subject, mind you.
Something is up here. I thought nothing of it then, but when I first read it, I did notice that every word in the advertisement was misspelled. I'm sure Dr. Zubritsky will explain it all to me. You've been most helpful, Citizen Snetsky. I enjoyed our chat.
As did I, Master Tolchinsky. He's not the only one who can have private thoughts. I can have private thoughts, too. The trouble is, I can never think of a thought to have in private. Well, I must be on my way. Good day, schoolmaster.
I'm sure we'll meet again.
Oh, of course. Just mention my name to anyone. Snetsky, the sheep loser.
9 o'clock in all is well. 9 o'clock in the village of Kolyenchikov and all's well. 9 o'clock and all's well.
It may have been all well with him. I was beginning to have my doubts.
Morning, Postman.
Morning, Butcher.
Beautiful sunny day out, isn't it?
Is it? I haven't looked up yet. Oh, yes, very nice.
Do I have any mail?
No, I'm sorry, I'm the postman. I have all the mail.
My sister in Odessa hasn't been feeling well, and I was hoping I would hear from her.
It's very hard to hear all the way from Odessa. Maybe she wrote a letter. I'll look.
Fish! Fish! Nice fresh flounder and halibut. A good piece of carp for lunch.
Morning, Yenchna.
How about a nice piece of haddock? Is that a beautiful fish?
What do you mean, fish? Those are flowers.
They didn't catch anything today. Why should I suffer because a fisherman had a bad day? Try the carp. Smells gorgeous.
Nothing from your sister in Odessa, but I do have a nice one from the shoemaker's cousin.
Is she sick? I hate reading bad news.
No, perfect health. Take it. You'll enjoy it.
Can you believe my daughter hasn't written to me in over a year?
Doesn't your daughter live with you?
It's a good thing, otherwise I'd never hear from her.
Good morning. I am Leon Stepanovich Kolchinsky. I'm the new schoolmaster.
Mishkin the postman.
Slovich, the butcher.
Yenchna the vendor.
How do you do? I was just talking to a shepherd named Snetsky.
Ah, yes. Something Snetsky. We know him well.
He was pleasant enough, although, and I hope I don't seem unkind, somewhat deficient in his mental alertness.
That's Snetsky, all right. He was kicked in the head by a horse.
Oh, well, what a pity. When was that?
Tuesday, Wednesday, twice on Friday, and all day Saturday.
What lovely and fragrant wares you have to sell, madam. Perhaps I might buy some for my new employer. How much are they, please?
The flounder is 2 kopecks, and the halibut is 3.
I beg your pardon.
Oh, if that's too much, I have a nice whitefish for 1.5.
What fish?
Perhaps the dialect is a little different in this part of the country. I'm very eager to begin my new duties. Will one of you be so kind as to direct me to the home of Dr. Zubritsky?
That
way.
Thank you. Perhaps I'll go in the one direction you haven't pointed to. A pleasure meeting you all. Oh, hello. Have you found your sheep?
Not yet. Who's that?
The new school teacher.
Another one? I just met one a few minutes ago. This must be at a convention here.
Count Yuskevich up on the hill isn't going to be very happy about this.
That's right. Count Yushkevich doesn't like new school teachers.
Why not?
He's afraid they'll break the curse.
What curse?
The one that made us stupid since the day we were born.
Oh, that curse.
I've been dumb for 51 years now. How about you, Snetsky?
I'll be dumb 43 next July.
And you, Slovich?
41 for me. What about you, Yenchna?
I just turned the corner of 26.
That corner must be about 40 miles from here.
K, D, 5, L, A, R, V. Is that correct?
I don't know. It sounds good to me. Very, very interesting.
Then I'm in good health.
The best of health. You'll live to be 80.
I'm 79 now.
Well, you have a wonderful year ahead of you.
Good. I must keep up my strength. I'm a magistrate, you know. Law and order must be preserved.
Did you want a prescription?
What?
I don't know. Some people like prescriptions. Here, take this. Take it to the druggist. Pick out something you like. Take it 3 times a day. Goodbye, sir.
How much do I owe you, doctor?
Oh, forget it. If I ever go to medical school, you can send me a little something.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Nikolai, he's here. He's come. He arrived not 2 minutes ago. He's young. He looks strong, determined. Oh, Nikolai, maybe this will be the one. Maybe this one will finally be our salvation.
Calm yourself, Linda. Who's come? Who will be our salvation?
The new, what do you call them? The ones who, we had one once, but no more.
God, I know who you mean.
They have a place, and then you go to the place,
And they point to you, and they say, and they ask you.
yeah, and if you don't, they say, why didn't you? And next time I'll make you.
And he's outside?
He's just down the street.
Well, show him in. Show him in. Pray God, this is the one who will deliver us and all of Klientchikov from this dreadful... what is it we have again?
I know what you mean. It sounds like nurse.
Nurse.
Or hearse.
Hearse.
Or something like that.
Or something like that. Or is it a knock?
We have a knock.
Yes. Open the knock. Open it. The other way.
Dr. Zubritsky? Madam Zubritsky? I am delighted to be in Klientchikov. I am Leon Stepanovich Tolchinsky.
So you're the new...
Yes, I am he.
It's he, Lenya. The new...
But you look so young to be.
Not at all. I think in time you will find that I am, if I may say so, one of the best young... Well, I don't want to seem immodest.
Oh, please. Please be immodest. We love immodesty.
The more immodest, the better. The best young what? What?
The best young teacher in all of Russia.
A teacher! The new teacher is here!
Thank God the new teacher is here.
Thank you. I'm most gratified by this most warm and overwhelming reception.
Make yourself at home, teacher. Take off your coat, teacher. Lenya, bring the teacher a cup of tea. Sit down, teacher.
Would you like some tea, teacher? Or maybe some pens and paper, teacher? Would you like to start teaching right away, teacher?
Well, no one's more eager than I am. Madam Zubritsky, this is for you.
Oh, whitefish. I saw them on sale today.
How can we help you?
Well, there are a few questions I wanted to ask you first.
Questions. That's what they ask when they point you and you don't know. He knows what questions are. I can tell this one's going to be a good school teacher.
Would you be so kind, Master Tolchinsky, to ask us a question? Any question at all?
It means a lot to us. It's been so long since anyone has asked us a good school question. Please.
Well, there are questions, and there are questions. Do you want a question on mathematics? Or a question dealing with science? Or perhaps a philosophical question?
The first one sounds good. A philosophical question. Ask us that.
Very well, if you wish. What is the purpose of man's existence?
What a question. Lenya, did you ever hear such a beautiful question?
I'm speechless. To think someone would ask us a question like that?
Are you interested in the answer?
Not today, thank you. To be asked one question like that in a lifetime is more than we ever expected. The answer should be given to someone much more worthy than we.
But it's your birthright. Knowledge is everyone's birthright.
Everyone not born in Klienchikov.
I don't understand.
You would if you knew about the nurse.
What nurse?
She means the hearse.
The hearse?
He means the purse.
What kind of purse?
The kind of purse that afflicts the wrath of God on all the poor souls who were born in this pitiful village.
Do you mean perhaps a curse?
A curse! I knew it sounded like that. That's what it is.
We were so close. So close.
What is this curse you speak of, Dr. Zabritsky?
Lenya, close the door. Draw the curtain.
Oh, I can't draw curtains. I could draw a cat or a pig.
Never mind. Lower your voice.
How low do you want my voice?
That's fine. Bring the book. It's on the shelf. Young man, have you ever heard of the curse of Klienchikov?
I can't say that I have.
You can't say that? It's not hard. Even Lenya can say that.
The curse of Klienchikov.
What is this curse, Doctor?
200 years ago, a curse was put on this village that struck down every man, woman, child, and domesticated animal, leaving each and every one of them, including their ancestors, for generations to come. And this you'll find hard to believe, with no more intelligence than a bump on a log.
Doctor, I don't believe in curses. Curses are old wives' tales.
You're thinking of Noitchka. In Noitchka, all the old wives have tails. That was their curse. Ours is altogether different.
But where did the curse come from? And who would inflict such cruel punishment on such a peaceful and simple village?
Who indeed? It's all documented in the Book of Curses. I thought you said you dusted this.
I did. I put dust on it yesterday.
There. Read it for yourself. The page is marked.
It's all stuck together.
We marked it with maple syrup. Read it to us.
On the morning of April 11th, in the year 1691, in the village of Klienchikov, two young people fell hopelessly in love.
I knew it. Whenever young people fall in love, you know a curse is coming.
But surely you've heard all this before.
Many times, but we never understand it. It's a very well thought out curse.
So what happens?
The boy was a young, handsome, but illiterate farmer named Kazimir Yuskevich. The girl was the daughter of the most learned man in town, Mikhail Zubritsky.
Zubritsky? I've heard that name.
I've seen it. I've seen it. It's on a front door somewhere. In this neighborhood.
It's on your front door. Your name is Zubritsky.
Wait a minute. That means that the young girl in the curse is possibly related to our front door.
Mind you, I'm dealing with the intelligentsia now. I continue. The young girl's name was Sophia Zubritsky. May I ask the name of your young daughter?
Sophia.
Sophia? Sophia Zubritsky? The identical name of the girl in the curse over 200 years ago?
I can't believe it. Unless our daughter's been lying about her age.
The match was doomed from the start. When Sophia's father learned that young Kazimir was illiterate, he forbade Sophia ever to see Kazimir again. 6 months later, Sophia married a young student, and that winter, Kazimir, distraught and despondent, took his life by plowing his own grave and planting himself in it. Upon hearing of his son's death, Kazimir's father, Vladimir Yuskevich, Casimir's father, Vladimir Yushkovich, who caused people to tremble at the mention of his name.
Next time, don't mention his name.
Casimir's father, and so, sometimes known as the sorcerer because of his ability to summon the powers of the devil himself, brought all his wrath and fury down upon Kolyenchikov.
Here it comes! Here it comes!
A curse upon all who dwell in Kolyenchikov, he cried out. May the daughter of Mikhail Zubritsky, murderer of my only son, be struck down by the ignorance that caused my son's death. May stupidity engulf her brain. May incompetence encumber her faculties. May common sense become uncommon, and may reason become unreasonable. May all her children be cursed as well, and may all their children be cursed for eternity. May all who live in Kolyenchikov be born in ignorance and die in ignorance, unable to leave this cursed village until my final vengeance has been satisfied.
That would explain why the train doesn't stop here anymore.
My initial impulse was to panic. Even my secondary impulse was to panic. To educate is one thing. To break curses is another.
Excuse me, are you all right, Master Tochinsky?
Yes, I'm fine. I was just thinking.
Lenya, he was thinking.
He was thinking?
What's it like?
You mean you don't know what thinking is?
I don't, and she certainly doesn't.
Thinking. It's the thoughts that come to one's mind. It's the process which enables us to make decisions.
No, I don't think we're capable of making decisions.
But surely you know what it is you want.
Oh, well, dear God, yes. We want desperately for someone to help us. Well, not so much for us. We've already lived our lives. But for our child, our daughter, sweet Sophia.
Did you hear what you just said?
Oh, no, I wasn't listening.
It was a decision. You decided to help your daughter because you thought about it. You are capable of thought. You think.
I don't think so. It just came out.
Yes, out of your head, where your brain is lodged, the center of thoughts. And if it's possible to have even one tiny, insignificant, infinitesimal thought, then it's possible to expand those thoughts into ideas. Ideas into comprehension. Comprehension into creativity. And finally, supreme intelligence.
Would I be able to open up jars? I have terrible trouble opening up jars.
Be firm, Leon. Be staunch. Patience. We will break this curse, I promise you, by the simple, everyday, painstaking work of education. We must begin as soon as possible. I should like to start by seeing your daughter, Sophia.
Sophia?
Yes, it occurs to me that since the curse started with the young Sophia 200 years ago, perhaps the key to ending it lies with her direct descendant. Can I see Sophia?
Not from here. She's in her room. We'd have to send for her.
Do what the schoolmaster asks.
She may be taking her singing lesson now.
She takes singing lessons? From whom?
A canary. He does the best he can.
Just the tunes. No words, mind you.
I understand. The girl, madam, please.
Up the stairs there, and to the left. You'll find her a most delicate and sensitive girl, not like the others in the village. She has so many interests. She's always occupied.
Occupied with what?
Oh, she likes to do interesting things. She likes touching things. Wood, paper, metal. She likes drinking water.
Master Tolchinsky, may I present our daughter, Sophia? Irina? Elena Zubritsky. Sophia, this is the new schoolmaster, Leon Tolchinsky.
Miss Zubritsky? Is that my breath that has just been taken away? Is that vision before me human? Or have I too been cast under the spell? Never have I felt such a stirring beneath my breast. Watch yourself, Leon. She's your pupil, not the object of your dormant feelings of passion. Excuse me.
Sophia, do you know what he was just doing? He was thinking. Isn't that wonderful?
Yes, Mama.
Papa, she is Mama, I am Papa.
Won't you please sit down, Miss Zubritsky?
She did it, she did it. Wasn't that a beautiful sit?
Yes, very nice. Lovely. Miss Zubritsky, may I call you Sophia?
Sophia?
It's your name, sweetheart.
Say yes. Yes, darling. Say yes, you may call me Sophia.
Please, madam, we must allow the girl to speak for herself. I should like very much to be your friend. Would it please you if I called you Sophia?
It's been so long since she's taken a test.
I think she wants to say something.
I would be very pleased to have you call me Sophia.
There you go.
I'm so proud, so proud.
Madam, please. It's very distracting to the girl's concentration. I've come a very long way to help you with your education. I have every reason to believe that under ordinary circumstances, you have the capability of being an extremely bright and intelligent young woman. That you have enormous powers of reason. That somewhere deep inside you is an intellect just crying to be heard. But someone has put a cloud over those powers. And it is my intention to remove that cloud so that enlightenment can once more shine through those unbelievably crystal clear blue eyes once again. But I need your help, Sophia. Will you give me that help?
Yes, you may call me Sophia.
That's 2 in a row. She did it again.
Get a grip, Leon. Nothing in life comes easy. I should like to start by asking you a few very simple questions. If we are to begin your education, it is important that I know at what point to begin. It won't be taxing, I promise you. I would never want to be the cause of a furrow or a frown on a fair face. Now then, what is your favorite color?
Favorite color?
Yes, is it red or green or blue or orange? Any color at all. Which one is your favorite?
I used to know that one.
I'll ask you again, Sophia. What is your favorite color?
Why is he being so hard on her? This isn't a university. My favorite color
Yes?
is yellow.
Yellow! Her favorite color is yellow. Why, Sophia? Why is yellow your favorite color?
Because it doesn't stick to your fingers as much. I think she's wrong. I think it's blue that doesn't stick to your fingers as much.
That's a very interesting answer, Sophia. There is a certain logic to her response. The fact that that logic escapes me completely doesn't alter the fact that she has something in mind. I'm going to ask you something quite simple now, Sophia. I'm going to ask you to make a wish. Do you know what a wish is?
Yes, a wish is something you hope for that doesn't come true.
Well, perhaps we can change all that. If you could make a wish that did come true, anything at all, what would you wish for?
What would I wish for?
Yes, Sophia, what would you wish for?
I would wish that I could fly like a bird, to soar over buildings and trees, to float on the wind and be carried far away, over mountains and lakes, over forests and rivers, to meet people in other villages, to see what the world was like, to know all the things that I shall never know, because I must always remain here in this place.
Sophia, that is the most beautiful wish I have ever heard. Don't you see what her wish means? To fly like a bird means to sever the bonds that chain her to ignorance. She wants to soar, to grow. She wants knowledge. And with every fiber of my being, from the very depths of my soul, I shall gather all my strength and patience and dedication, and I make this promise that I, Leon Stepanovich Tolchinsky, shall make Sophia Zubritsky's wish come true.
If you could do that, schoolmaster, I would be in your debt forever.
She touches me so. Your daughter has such a sweet soul and such a pure heart. We must begin at once. Not another moment must be lost. I shall return in the morning at 8 o'clock sharp. And what subject shall we begin our studies with, Sophia?
I should like to begin with languages.
Languages, of course. Even I should have thought of that. Languages it shall be, my dear sweet Sophia. And what language shall we begin with first?
Rabbit, I think.
Rabbit?
A very hard language, Rabbit. Hardly anyone speaks it anymore.
If she gets just a few phrases, it's enough to begin with. Am I through for today?
Yes.
Then I shall go to my room. Watch. See how she gets up from the chair? Oh, you didn't see it. Sophia, do it again.
Oh, it's not necessary. She's already past getting up from chairs.
They're so much smarter than in our day.
Until tomorrow, schoolmaster.
In all my life, I have never looked forward to a morning as much as tomorrow's.
I think you are the most beautiful school teacher I have ever seen, Master Tolchinsky. I pray that you don't despair of Klienchikov, and that you will stay with us forever. She found the door! She found the door!
I've never seen Sophia so radiant. Lenya, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I'm not even thinking what I'm thinking. What are you talking about?
I think our Sophia has taken a liking to the new schoolmaster.
Oh, if it is true, Dr. Zubritsky, then standing before you is the happiest man on the happiest planet in the universe. Tell me, is she spoken for?
Spoken for?
Yes. Does she have any suitors, any young men desperately in love with her?
We don't speak of such things.
Why not?
Well, there's no one at all. Not even him.
Him?
He didn't mean him. He meant someone else who isn't him.
There is someone. I must know who it is. It's of the greatest concern to me.
If I told you who him was, you must promise never to say that it was I that told you that it was him.
I promise.
Have you ever heard of Count Gregor of Klienchikov?
I can't say that I have.
You can't say that? It's not that hard. Even Lenya can say that.
Count Gregor of Klienchikov.
Yes, I can say it. Who is he?
He's one of them. The ones who put the purse on us.
You mean a Yushkovich?
The last of his line.
Tell me about him and Sophia.
He proposes marriage to her twice a day.
Twice a day?
6:15 in the mornings and 7:20 at night.
He cares for her that much?
He cares only for avenging his ancestors. If a Zubritsky marries a Yushkovich, they'll be satisfied and the nurse will be over.
But does Sophia care for him?
She said no for many years, but she can't resist much longer. The poor girl wants to sleep late just one morning.
What kind of a man is this Count Yuskevich?
You know, like the rest of us.
You mean he is cursed as well?
He still lives in Kolyenchikov. He's not permitted to leave here either.
I understand. If I have a rival, I am more determined than ever to break this curse. God bless you both for your faith in me. Tomorrow, the education of Sophia Zubritsky begins. Oh, in all my excitement, I almost forgot to ask. What about lodgings?
Don't worry about it. We'll be very comfortable right here.
Of course. Until tomorrow.
Master Tolchinsky, would you be so kind to ask us again the question? It makes us feel important.
Yes, certainly. What is the purpose of man's existence?
I'm all choked up again. I'm sorry I asked.
One moment. I think I know the answer.
To the purpose of man's existence?
What are you talking about?
It's true. The first time I heard it, I didn't understand. But suddenly, something came to me. I know my limitations, but still, I think I really know the answer. Oh my God, what if I'm right?
Tell me, Dr. Zubritsky. Tell me what you think the answer is.
I think it's 12.
12?
It's wrong. I can tell by your face. 14.
I think you missed the point.
It's less than 100, I know that. Even I'm not that stupid. 86. 43.
Don't think about it. We'll discuss it when we get to philosophy. Get some sleep. Good night. Until tomorrow. 12?
Why couldn't you leave well enough alone? Aren't questions beautiful enough? Why must you have answers?
12?
What if I know the answer? I could have sold the answer. We could have made a fortune.
That's it. I'm leaving now, so I'll say goodbye. I was going to stay and try to break the curse, but when he said 12, I knew it was time to go. What I must do now is try to forget Sophia. I must.
Schoolmaster,
Sophia, where are you?
I'm down here. I had to see you once more.
Without a wrap? In the cold night air? You'll come down with a chill.
Oh, I never catch colds.
You don't?
I've tried. I just never learned how to do it.
Be grateful. Some things are not worth knowing.
I know that something has happened a long time ago that prevents me from knowing what happened a long time ago. If only you knew me the way I might have been, instead of the way I am.
But if you were not the way you are, then I would not have come here to help you to become the way you might have been. Careful, you're beginning to think like her.
Could you ever care for someone who never became the way I might have been?
Did I ever care for someone who never became... I see what you mean. I see what you're getting at. Yes, I could. I would. I will. I shall. I have. I do.
Is that rabbit you're speaking? It's hard to follow.
If it sounds like gibberish, it's because you do that to me, Sophia. When thoughts come from the heart, they sometimes trip over the tongue.
Then I must watch where I walk when you speak. I must go. Everything depends upon tomorrow.
And if not tomorrow, then the tomorrow after tomorrow, and all of the tomorrows for the rest of my life, if that's what it takes.
No, it all rests on tomorrow. If we fail, we shall never see each other again.
Never see each other again? What do you mean?
I never know what I mean. I do have thoughts, but they seem to disappear when they reach my lips.
If I ever reached your lips, I would never disappear.
Would you like to kiss me?
With all my heart.
No, I meant with your lips.
An even better suggestion.
Hurry.
climbing as fast as I can. Where are you? Sophia!
I'm up here.
If only she were ugly, I'd be halfway home by now. Stay where you are. I'll come to you.
All right.
After a while, you get the hang of it. My kiss, sweet Sophia.
As we kissed, I felt a strange flutter in my heart.
So did I.
You felt a flutter in my heart as well? Oh, like we are. And yet your hair is so much shorter. I must go. I'm about to fall asleep and I want to get to bed in time.
I know the dangers of loving such a simple soul. It would mean a lifetime of sweet, blissful passion and very short conversations at rest. I'd best find some.
Was that you?
I beg your pardon?
Were you the one responsible for making that dreadful noise?
Of course not. That was thunder and lightning. It's caused by extreme atmospheric pressures in the skies above us.
Well, whoever did it's going to get Count Yuskevich very angry at us.
Count Yuskevich?
Yes, he lives up there in that big house on top of the hill. Every time he hears that noise, he throws water down on us.
No, Snetsky, that's rain. Rain.
Umbrellas! Umbrellas for sale! Get your umbrellas! Before he throws the water.
Yenchna, no one throws water. It's rain, caused by a buildup of condensed moisture in the skies above us.
You can tell that to these fools, but I used to be a substitute teacher.
Excuse me, but would either one of you know of a place to stay?
What's going on? What's all the racket?
I knew it. I knew he'd throw the water today. Every time I wash my cow, you can bet he's going to throw the water.
Michigan, would you happen to know of a place where I could...
Uh-oh. It's time for Count Yuskevich to propose again.
This could be it. One yes from her, we could all be smart again.
You mean you want Sophia to marry him?
Well, not unless she wanted to, but it would be nice to remember my first name.
But that's a terrible sacrifice to ask of Sophia. Surely you wouldn't ask that of her?
What kind of sacrifice? To live in a big house up on the hill? To have little macaroons whenever you want? To have a maid brush your teeth in the morning?
But does she love him?
I beg your pardon?
Does she love him?
We don't have any.
You don't have any what?
Love, it's part of the curse.
I don't understand.
I hear him coming. Quickly, you'd better leave. He doesn't like having people around.
Yenchina, is it true? There's no love in Kolyenchikov?
I wouldn't know. My late husband's been gone almost 14 years.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's a long time to be late. I wish he was dead.
I'm breaking out in a cold sweat. The possibility of losing Sophia terrifies me. I'm going to eavesdrop.
Sophia! Sweet Sophia. Time to wake up, my pretty one. Time to get proposed to. She's asleep. Perhaps a pebble will awaken her.
Who did that?
It is I, Count Yuskevich.
Oh, good evening, sir.
I've come to propose.
Well, you're a little late. I'm married almost 26 years. I'm out here, Lenya. What did you want?
Ow! Some bandages. My feet are bleeding. Who are you talking to?
It is I, Madam Zubritsky, Count Yushkovich. I've come to propose to Sophia.
Well, she's busy throwing water on the drapes. They're on fire.
The drapes are on fire?
Well, I had to light something. I couldn't find my candle.
Papa, what's going on?
Did we wake you, darling?
No, I was reading by the light of the drapes.
I must be crazy marrying into this family.
Count Yushkovich has come to propose. Go ahead, Count.
Can't we be alone?
No. I think Sophia should hear this too.
Very well. Will you marry me, Sophia?
Oh my God. This is so romantic. I just wish my feet weren't bleeding.
I'm sorry, Count Yushkovich, but marriage is a very great step to take, and I don't wish to make it while I do not have the intelligence to know what I am stepping into. Good night, sir. Good night, Mama. Good night, Papa.
Good night, son. Remember, when you're through reading, darling, put out the drapes.
I do not give up easily. I'll be back in the morning.
Good night, Your Grace.
Good night, Gracie.
Watch what you're doing. You're burning my mustache.
Having them for in-laws is a curse worse than a curse. Who's that? Who's there? Come out, I say.
Forgive me, sir. I was just passing by. May I introduce myself? I am Leon.
I know who you are. You're the new schoolmaster who's come here in a pathetic attempt to break the curse of Kulyanchikov.
As I have just witnessed your pathetic attempt to win Sophia.
Everyone's a critic. The curse can only be broken if you can educate her, which you can't, or if she marries me.
Which apparently she won't. Why don't you pursue some other girl?
Because Sophia is beautiful. Have you seen the other girls in the village? They look like me.
For a man so powerful, you seem to have an inordinate lack of self-esteem. I am sorry for you, sir. Good day.
Not good day, one day.
I beg your pardon?
Were you not aware if at the end of one brief day you have not succeeded to raise her intellect, you must be gone from our village? To remain for 1 second past the allotted time means you will fall victim to the curse yourself? I love that part.
I cannot believe such nonsense. Threaten me all you want, sir, but I will never leave. To be quite honest, I love Sophia Zubritsky.
Love? There is no love in Kulyanchikov. It's all part of the curse.
You mean Sophia cannot love me?
You have 1 day to find that out, sir. 1 single day. 25 measly hours.
24.
What?
There are 24 hours in a day.
I believe you're thinking of February, sir. Good night.
But is it true? If I cannot teach Sophia to think in 24 hours, she will never be able to love me?
Leon,
Sophia, are you all right?
I must talk to you. Someplace where we'll not be seen.
Wherever you say.
Can you meet me here?
Yes, when?
Now.
Now? Of course, that's where I am.
Well, come up here. Hurry, Leon, hurry. It's of the utmost importance. I overheard your conversation with the Count. Leon, I cannot be taught. You must leave Kulyanchikov at once.
Never without you.
Then take me with you tonight.
But the curse.
It cannot be broken. But we could live in the swamp and eat brown roots, and I will become old and ugly and more stupid and more ignorant and never love you, but at least we'll be together.
Well, that wasn't exactly what I had in mind.
And we are lost.
No, Sophia. I will teach you. I will break this curse. Tomorrow, I promise you.
Oh, Leon, I wish I could love you.
You will, Sophia. Tomorrow, I promise.
Until tomorrow.
I wish she'd sleep in the kitchen.
Leon!
What is it?
Hurry! I couldn't sleep. I'm so frightened.
Don't be frightened, Sophia.
If I could know the feeling of loving you for just one day, I would endure 100,000 years of curses. Good night, Leon. God bless you and keep you.
She asks not to be loved, but to know what it means to give her love to another. I think I have wandered into a very special place. I love Yenchna. I love Snetsky and Mishkin. Yes, even Count Yushkovich. All of them. God, give me the strength to break this curse and to get up and down this balcony. By the way, I urge you to give the matter some thought yourselves. I have no wish to alarm you, but you are, after all, sitting within the bounds of Kolyenchikov. Therefore, I wish us both the best of luck.
Leon! Leon, I forgot to tell you something!
Tomorrow, Sophia. I can't take any more news tonight.
Slovich, any news yet?
About what?
About what? About the curse, of course. Has it been lifted yet?
How would I know?
Well, let's see if there's anything in the paper.
Good idea. It rained during the night.
Where does it say that?
I can feel it, the paper.
Well, maybe your dog did that.
Oh, no, he's housebroken. He only goes inside. What's the matter with your cow?
He's tired. I've been milking him since 4 o'clock.
Upside down?
You get a little more cream that way? Cream, fresh cream, drink it right from the top, right from the spigot, 2 kopecks mouthful, fresh cream, right from the udder. Like the cow.
Come, Lenya, let us pray. Pray for deliverance. Dear Lord, who art in heaven, we are in Kolyenchikov, and we are in trouble.
We are a simple people, dear Lord.
But not so simple that we don't believe in you.
Forgive us our sins, dear Lord.
We know not what we do because we know not what we do. God bless us. God bless our daughter. God bless your schoolmaster.
And
God bless yourself.
whoever-
Amen. Was that the door?
No, I think it was someone knocking.
Oh, well, open it. Answer it. It must be the schoolmaster. Sophia, wake up. Give yourself a nudge. It's time. The other way. The other way.
Do you know what time it is?
10 to 6.
8:15?
Pick any one you want. 10:20. 11:40. Something in there you like.
You don't understand. The Count said I had only 24 hours to break the curse after I arrived in Kolyenchikov. I arrived yesterday morning at exactly 9 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock now. That means I have only 1 hour. It doesn't even leave me 1 hour. I've just used up an entire minute telling you how much time I haven't got left. Dear God, help me. Help me, dear Lord.
What a shame you just missed him. We finished services just 2 minutes ago.
Get Sophia, hurry. We must not lose another moment. I beg you.
footsteps coming down the stairs.
Good morning, Mama. Good morning, Papa. Good morning, Schoolmaster.
She got all three right. This is going to be her day. I know it.
And looking more radiant than ever.
Where shall we sit?
Doctor, with all due respect, I need Sophia's full concentration this morning. I must ask the parents to leave the room.
By all means, we'll see that you're not disturbed. Goodbye, Sophia.
Goodbye, my little angel.
Do what the schoolmaster tells you.
I'll be praying for you every minute.
If you succeed, schoolmaster, give us the signal by rapping on the window 3 times, followed by 2 short ones.
Followed by 6 long ones.
If you fail, rap on the window 7 times quickly.
Followed by 3 times slowly.
If you want lunch, rap on... Will you please?
Something's not right here. I can feel it in my bones.
He can hear you. Lower your voice.
I'm a mother. I know these things. And why do you look taller to me lately?
Last night, I decided that the task before us is one step beyond impossible. I knew that I would fail, and that I had to leave Kolyanchikov like all those who have failed before me. But today, looking into your eyes, I know there is no life for me without you. Therefore, we must not think of failure. We cannot afford to despair. Only a miracle can save us, Sophia. But with a majestic, supreme effort, we must try to make that miracle happen.
What is a miracle?
A miracle is a wish that God makes. You are a miracle, Sophia.
You mean God wished for me?
In one of his most sublime moments. We must hurry. This is a primary book of mathematics. It's used to teach very small children very simple problems in arithmetic.
Do you think it's too advanced for me?
I don't think so, Sophia. We can't go back any further than this book. Are we ready to begin? 1 is the figure, the word, the symbol for a single item. 1 finger, 1 Sophia, 1 Leon, 1 book. Now then, I'm holding up 1 finger, Sophia. 1 plus 1 is 2. Would you repeat that for me, Sophia?
Which part?
1
1
plus 1
plus 1
is 2.
is 2.
Yes, 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 wonderful! We're making headway. Slow, invisible headway. I'm very, very proud of you, Sophia. Are we ready to go on?
Oh, yes. History, please. I hope I can master it as well as I have mathematics.
Well, I honestly don't think we've conquered mathematics yet. There are problems that could come up. Let's continue. 1 plus 1 is 2. Would you repeat that for me? 1 plus 2 is 3.
Am I finished with 1 plus 1?
You are if you remember the answer.
I remembered it before. Is it necessary to remember it again?
Of course it's necessary to remember it again. It's necessary to remember it for always.
You mean you will always be asking me what 1 plus 1 is?
No. Once you tell me, we can move on to other things like 1 plus 2 and 1 plus 3 and so on. But if you can't remember what the answer to 1 plus 1 is, then the answer to 1 plus 2 is meaningless.
Do you know how much 1 plus 1 is?
Certainly.
Then why is it necessary for me to know? Certainly, if you have such esteem and affection for me, you will tell me the answer whenever I ask you.
But I won't always be around to tell you. You have to know for yourself, in case other people ask you.
Well, no one here ever asks questions like that. Even if I told them, they wouldn't know if it was the right answer.
Because they are cursed with ignorance. And we are trying to lift that debilitating affliction.
You're getting angry with me. What's the point of being educated if you get angry? When you didn't ask me such questions, you always said the loveliest things to me. Is this what it's like to be intelligent?
No, it is I who am not being intelligent, Sophia. It's impatience and frustration that drive me to such crude behavior. Forgive me. Let's try one more time. 1 plus 1 is 2. Repeat.
1 plus 1 is 2. Repeat.
No, don't repeat the word repeat. Just repeat the part before I say repeat. Now, watch me carefully. 1 plus 1 is 2. Repeat.
What were you like as a little boy?
What was I like as a little boy?
You're shouting again.
I was inquisitive, probing, wondering why we were put on this earth and what the purpose of man's existence was.
The purpose of man's existence?
I've had enough of that. Sophia, you must stop asking me questions. Our time is nearly gone.
Then how am I to learn?
You must answer what I ask, not what you want me to answer.
Well, then I will learn only what you want me to know. Why can't I learn what I want to know?
Because what you want to know is of no practical value. What I'm trying to teach you is acceptable knowledge.
Is knowing what you were like as a little boy not acceptable knowledge?
Of course not. It's of no significance at all.
But it's much more interesting than that which is significant.
But I'm not trying to interest you, I'm trying to educate you.
I know, but while you fail to educate me, you never fail to interest me. I find that very significant.
There is nothing like the logic of an illogical mind. Let's try one more time.
She must be speaking rabbit like a bunny by now.
How much longer is this going to take? I haven't sold the sausage all morning.
Good morning, Dr. Zabriskie. What's going on?
I think he's teaching her gymnastics.
I have an urgent letter for Schoolmaster Tolchinsky.
Can't bring it back later. He's busy.
It's marked urgent, so I only went to 3 wrong houses first. I've got to give it to him.
Well, all right. Bring it back later, though. We still need later.
I don't like the way it's going. I just don't like the way it's going.
Let us pray. Let us pray for deliverance. Let us pray that this young man will deliver all of Klientchikov from bondage. Let us pray to the Lord. Let us ask His blessing. The semi-religious on this side, very religious on this side. Quiet, quiet, everyone. The schoolmaster wants to speak. Pray God this will be the answer to our prayers.
Amen.
Women.
Is my daughter, you know, empty or full?
She is the same as always. I have only moments, and I must ask this quickly because I may not have the intelligence to ask this later. Because of my deep and unbounded devotion for your daughter Sophia, I would like to ask for her hand in marriage. I ask this of you now while I still love her, for in a few moments I may not know the meaning of the word. I hope when the clock in the church steeple strikes 9, you will have an answer for me.
He's a nice young man, I'll say that for him. Very ambitious. Lenya, what do you think?
If the man can't break a simple curse, how is he going to put bread on the table?
And what about Tremble?
Who?
Tremble. You know, up on the hill, the one who throws the water.
Michigan's right, it's his curse. He would never permit such a marriage.
Wait, there is one chance. If a stranger marries a Klientchikovite, before he becomes like us, then he's free to take her away from here.
I didn't know that.
It was added to the curse 2 years ago to make it more exciting.
You would never see your daughter again, but you would know she was happy and getting smarter every day.
Oh, give it, Doctor. Give her your permission.
If you don't give it to her, give it to me.
I don't know, it's a decision, and I can't make decisions. Let's leave it to God. Let God make the decision.
What are you doing, Leon?
Having my last thoughts. One final pleasurable moment of reason.
Then I was right. A wish is something you hope for that doesn't come true.
I'm sorry, Sophia. I cannot help you soar over mountains and lakes, but I will not leave you. I will remain here for the rest of my days, not basking in the light of your beauty, but cowering in the darkness of my own ignorance, for that is the measure of my esteem and affection for you.
I would do anything to save you from this calamity. Anything! Oh, run, Leon! Run for your life! There are ignorant girls in other villages you could learn to love.
Listen to me carefully and remember it forever. I love you with all my heart.
Listen, the church bell.
Time is up, Sophia. Keep the memory of what I'm saying.
I know the feeling.
Gaze love into your eyes as I do now. I've given you a lifetime must be.
Yes, I'll give it. I'll go in there right now and give my permission.
But I loved you well.
I just want to find out what time it is first. Wonderful news, Master Golchinsky.
Mama, Papa, everyone! The schoolmaster has something to say. Let us all listen. Leon, didn't you want to say something?
Yes, but you said we should all listen.
He's got a look on his face I've seen before.
It's the same one you've got on your face.
No, I meant that we will all listen while you tell us what you have to say.
Oh, I see. Thank you. Actually, I don't have much to say.
There's no fool like a new fool.
Young man, do you still want to marry my daughter?
Marry your daughter? Oh, no, sir. You do me too great an honor.
I knew he'd never make it when he bought the whitefish from me.
Move along, break it up. You've all seen a mini poop before. Come on, let's keep it moving. Come on.
If you ever want this urgent letter from me, just let me know. Not that anything in your life is urgent anymore.
Sophia, go into the garden and plant some vegetables. We'll have salad tonight for dinner.
So, young man, what are your plans now that everything has fallen apart at the top?
I'm not quite sure. This absence of thought will take some getting used to.
Well, you might try politics. You seem very well suited for it.
Oh, this is an old suit. If I went into politics, I would need all new clothes.
This is just one doctor's opinion. But when you catch a curse, you really catch a curse. Don't stay up too late. I want you to go up on the roof later and take the canary for a walk.
I'm sorry, Sophia. Weren't we in the middle of a lesson when the clock began to chime? What were we saying?
You said that you loved me, and that I should savor it and keep it as a memory because soon you would not love me ever again. Do you not love me now, Leon?
Love you? I'm not quite sure I know the meaning of the word. Perhaps if you kissed me. Would you like to?
With all my heart.
No, I meant...
I know what you meant. Oh, Leon, the less you know, the better you kiss.
The better I kiss, the more brilliant I become. Oh, my dear, sweet Sophia. Look at me. Look at me and tell me what you see.
I see a very good kisser dirtying my father's sofa.
No, Sophia. You see a man of intellect, inspired by love. I am not cursed, Sophia. I still have my intelligence. I only pretended to be stupid.
Pretended to be stupid?
Yes.
Well, that doesn't sound very intelligent.
It will soon, I promise.
What's a curse?
It had no effect on me. Oh, I'll admit, I was plenty worried, especially when the clock began to chime. But when nothing happened, I suddenly realized you can't be cursed unless you permit yourself to be. Klientchikov's lack of intelligence is self-inflicted, caused by fear and guilt and relinquishing of your own self-esteem to a tyrannical power. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Everything but the explanation.
If a parent tells you as a small child you are a naughty child, you will grow up believing you are a worthless human being. And since the day you were born, you were all told you were ignorant. Now do you understand what I'm saying?
Not as well as before.
I know that telling it doesn't change it. You have to be shown. While I was standing there, I suddenly became inspired. I hit upon a plan that will break this curse and save you from Yuskevich.
Well, what is it?
You must marry Yuskevich.
Are you still pretending to be stupid?
I don't mean Count Gregor.
Thank goodness. You had me frightened half to death.
You will marry me, Sophia. I will be Yuskevich. Now do you understand?
Don't ask me that question anymore.
Trust me, Sophia. Tomorrow, the curse will be over. Tomorrow, the wedding will take place. Tomorrow, you will be intelligent. Tomorrow, you will love me, Sophia.
Could I have a kiss just to tide me over?
Of course, my sweet. I must go set my plan in action.
I'm so excited, Leon. Tonight, I will clear all the nonsense out of my head to prepare for all the knowledge that will be coming in. I love rearranging things.
The plan begins. I must go find Count Yuskevich.
Is he just talking about me? You like him, don't you? Better than me, right? Admit it. I would give up all my wealth and powers if I could be the hero. I wouldn't have to wear this dumb outfit. People would applaud me when I come on. You're not even listening to me, are you? All you care about is getting those two kids together. Well, I hope it's raining when you leave here.
Oh, good day, Count Yuskevich. You remember me? Something Tolchinsky?
Listen to this conversation. What is it, something?
Well, I want you to know that even though I've lost most of my intelligence...
All of it.
I couldn't help overhearing what you were just saying. And it pains me to know that being disliked makes you so unhappy.
Ah, that's easy for you to say. You don't like me either, do you?
Well, I don't dislike you.
But do you like me?
No, not much.
You see?
Because you never do anything redeeming. Why not?
I don't know. I was brought up that way, I guess. My father taught me since I was a little boy. If you want to hold your power over these people, never be nice to them. Always make them fear and tremble.
Did you like your father?
He was all right, I guess.
You didn't like him, did you?
Don't tell anyone. When I was 9 months old, I tried to crawl away from home.
Then there you are. The answer to being liked is to do something redeeming. Isn't there something good you could do for the village?
You mean like a barbecue?
Well, it's a start, but I was thinking of something on a much grander scale, like lifting the curse.
How can I? The curse won't be lifted unless Sophia marries me.
Or another Yuskevich.
There is none. I'm the last of the line.
Unless you had a son.
But I'm not even married. I may be a villain, but I don't fool around. Maybe that's why I'm so unhappy.
You don't have to be married. You could adopt a son.
Adopt a son? Who?
Me.
You?
I'm single, available, ready and willing. I'm not very intelligent, but I will be once the curse is lifted.
I've always wanted a son. Someone to take on fishing trips.
I never really had a father.
My boy, Leon, I'd spoil you like anything.
That's okay, Dad.
Then people would like me, wouldn't they?
They do now. Look at them. Look at their faces. They're smiling at you. Even out there.
Oh, yes. I see. God bless you. You don't know what this means to me.
Then let us go and sign the adoption papers and notify Sophia's family. Are you ready, Dad?
Let me just watch them smiling at me again. Thank you. Thank you, all of you. Maybe next week we can get together and have lunch. In the meantime, you're all invited to my son's wedding. First thing I'm going to do is have your shoes brought.
Just think, Slovich, after 200 years, the curse could finally be gone.
I just had a terrible thought.
What's that?
Suppose they lift the curse, and I found out I was really dumb in the first place.
They're coming. They're coming. Quiet, everyone. I have a sponge cake in the oven.
Remember, if I still appear stupid, I'm only pretending. It's all part of the plan.
You must be very proud of him.
He's been my son for 10 minutes and hasn't given me a moment of trouble.
There, but for me goes her.
Whoever's to give me a change of address.
We are all gathered here today, dear friends, to witness the joining of two peoples in holy matrimony. It is only the goodwill and generous benevolence of our dear friend the Count that has made this holy union possible.
Thank you,
Father.
Will the groom please step before me?
That's you, mine kin.
And will the bride please step forward?
No, Sophia, the bride. The bride.
What's the matter with you?
Leon, your plan was brilliant.
Thank you, Sophia.
And who giveth away this bride?
I giveth away this bride.
And why do you give it away this bride?
He asketh me for her, I noddeth my head, and he taketh her.
And to you, Leon, son of Count Gregor Mikhailovich Brezhnevsky Fyodor Yoskovich.
No, not today. You don't have to do it today. It's a holiday.
And to you, Leon, take Sophia to have and to hold from this day on.
I have.
No, I do.
You do?
No, you do.
He will. He does. Say it.
He will. He does. Second.
No, don't say what I say. Say what he says.
What did he say?
I do. Just say I do.
My papa says I do.
I'm beginning to hate this curse, I swear to God.
And to you, Sophia, take Leon in sickness and in health, for better or for worse, for as long as you both shall live.
I do. Brains like that, she could have gotten anyone.
The ring, please.
I have it. The ring that Kazimir Yuskovich was going to place on the young Sophia 200 years ago.
What an onion!
Place the ring on her finger.
He's not going to be very handy around the house.
Now, repeat after me. With this ring, I be wed.
With this ring,
Ask the bride and groom, please.
With this ring, I be wed.
Now, before I pronounce this holy union, is there anyone here amongst you who has just cause or reason why Leon and Sophia should not be joined in eternal wedlock? Then, with the powers invested in me as chief magistrate of the village of...
Well, maybe there's one tiny little thing.
You have an objection to this marriage?
You bet I have. This boy is not my son. This son is not my boy.
What are you saying, Father?
You think I'm crazy? Why should I give up a cute little bundle of noodle brains like her?
But the adoption papers.
They're false. You trusted me so much you didn't even read them. Here are the documents as proof. I did not adopt him. I divorced him. According to these documents, we are not father and son. We are no longer husband and wife.
Dear God, my daughter almost married a divorced woman.
Is this part of the plan?
No, Sophia, I'm sorry.
But fear not, dear friends. I may be a venomously treacherous snake, but I'm not a wet blanket. There will be a wedding.
My daughter will not marry an imposter.
An imposter? No. But a Yuskevich, yes. You've placed your daughter's hand in marriage, good doctor, to a Yuskevich. And a pledge once given must be honored.
That is the law. I helped write it myself.
It's true. I even voted for it.
And I am the only true Yuskevich here.
Leon, will you not object to this marriage?
What can I do, Sophia? I am helpless.
Come on, I haven't all day.
Say the words. There's been a hotel room booked for this honeymoon for 200 years.
I'm sorry, daughter. I'm truly, truly sorry.
At least she'll get better dinners at his place.
Dearly beloved,
We did that part. We heard that. I do. Ask her. She's the one.
to you, Sophia, take Count Gregor for as long as you both shall live.
Say yes, darling. You'll be rich and smart. It's better than happiness.
Goodbye, Leon. Goodbye forever. I do.
Then, with the powers invested in me as chief magistrate of the village of
You
Kulyanchikov...
didn't say the other part.
What other part?
The part if anybody objects. And I object.
What's that?
On what ground?
On the grounds that I didn't receive my urgent letter yet.
What kind of grounds is that?
I had an urgent letter for Schoolmaster Kolchinsky.
For me?
Finish the ceremony while he's reading the letter.
I
Whatever
can't do
could
that.
be.
It's against the law.
It's true. I even voted for it.
It's bad news, I'm afraid. My uncle and sole remaining relative has just died in St. Petersburg, leaving me nothing but all his debts.
When you're going downhill, it gets faster at the bottom.
Before he died, he said he blamed all his misfortunes on the selfish and vindictive character of his distant relatives, and that even changing his name to Tolchinsky never helped him escape destiny's finger.
What was his name before Tolchinsky?
Yuskevich.
Uh-oh.
Those distant relatives will haunt you every time.
Leon, do you realize what this means?
No, what?
He will in a few moments. Take your place beside my daughter. This time she's going to marry the right one.
It didn't say that at all. It's a bill from my former college saying I still owe them for last year's tuition.
Hurry, Leon, hurry.
I have planted the bomb in their minds. I now pray God for the explosion.
All right, places, everyone. Come on, places. I want to spend the rest of my life marrying this girl. Is everyone ready?
Ready?
You, Leon,
I do.
and do you, Sophia?
I do.
Is there anyone here who objects?
No,
Going once? Going twice? Going 3 times. That's it. I now pronounce you man and wife.
I never heard a noise like that in all my life.
It felt as though my head had cracked open.
Like what?
Like my head had cracked open. I'm afraid to ask it.
No, ask it. Ask it.
But what if we're wrong?
But what if we're right? Ask it.
Cat.
Cat. C-A-T, cat.
Dog.
Dog. D-O-G, dog.
Oh my God, it's a miracle.
Miracle. M-I-R-A-C-L-E, miracle.
Yenchna. 7 and 5.
12.
And 12.
24.
And 48.
72. Name 5 world capitals.
London, Cairo, Athens, Bucharest, and...
You can do it, you can do it.
Constantinople.
The quality of mercy is not strained. It droppeth like the gentle rains from heaven.
That's beautiful. Did you make that up?
I guess so. Where else would it have come from?
Nikolai, I feel funny. Weak in the knees. And a dizziness in my head.
It's all right, my dear. Your blood is just pulsating from the excitement. Sometimes that can cause the adrenal glands to oversecrete, resulting in a sudden rush to the head.
I never knew you were such a brilliant doctor.
I'm just an average doctor. I worry about you because I love you, my dear.
Nikolai, and I love you. Even when I couldn't say it, I knew in my heart I loved you.
Leon? Are you now as you were before I became what I am?
I am more than I have ever been or dreamed could be possible.
I love you, Leon.
I adore you, Sophia.
You mean it's over? The curse is over?
See for yourself, Count Gregor.
Land! I should have put my money in land. You can never go wrong with real estate.
Depends, of course, on the political situation. For the Tsar's government, land reform can be a very delicate issue.
Such brilliant conversation. My power over them is gone.
Power is a useless weapon over the enlightened, Count Gregor. We're all equal citizens now.
You mean men are all equal citizens. Women have been subjugated long before there were any curses.
Lenya, you know I love you, but that's a very radical point of view.
It was your faith and courage that won over ignorance.
No, it was your pure heart and trusting soul that gave me that faith and courage, Sophia. It was love that destroyed the curse, not my puny efforts.
I don't wish to argue the point with you, Leon. I just think you should allow me room to express my own views.
I welcome your views, Sophia, but I think you should have all the facts before you become so adamant.
Well, you got your wish, schoolmaster.
Yes, and what about you, Count Yuskevich? What are your plans now that you're intelligent?
Well, thanks to you, I'll probably have to work for a living now. My cousin, congratulations. I wish you a long and happy marriage.
And may I wish the same good fortune to you.
Please. I've been cursed once in my life. I'm well off.
When you think about it, it's not such a bizarre story. After all, be honest. Haven't you all met someone in your life who came from a place like Kolyenchikov? An aunt, an uncle, a neighbor, your boss. Of course, once the curse was lifted, we became like any other small town or village in any other part of the world, susceptible to all the ups and downs of normal life. Well, the magistrate, for example, after 2 more years in office, greed got the better part of him, and he was convicted for taking bribes for political favors. He served 2 years in jail and eventually sold his memoirs for a fortune. Mishkin gave up the postal service and became a writer. He wrote a 600-page story about the curse of Kolyenchikov and sent it off to a publisher. Unfortunately, It got lost in the mail. Yenchna, a shrewd businesswoman, put all her money into real estate and now owns 17 houses in Kolyenchikov, including Count Gregor's. And as an investment in the future, she bought land in 6 other towns that had curses on them. Slovich, with all his life savings, bought 4 more butcher shops in a village that really only needed one, and went bankrupt in a month. Confirming his greatest fears that, with or without a curse, he didn't have much brains. Snetsky, with his newly acquired intelligence, found his sheep, gathered his wool, and became a wealthy philanthropist. My dear mother-in-law, Count Yushkevich. Count Yushkevich became more and more lovable, studied theology, and is now the local monk. During the dry seasons, he goes up on the hill and prays to God to throw water down on us. My dear mother-in-law, Madame Zubritsky, suddenly found a voice of her own. She became the first woman mayor of Kolyenchikov and eventually consul governor of the northern Ukraine sector. Her husband sees her by appointment only. Dr. Zubritsky became one of the finest physicians in all of Russia. He became the personal physician to the royal family and was recently elected to the Academy of Sciences. Unfortunately, he still has trouble opening jars. As for Sophia, she was and still is a miracle. Not that all our days are blissfully happy, not that we don't have our differences, but she has a wisdom that cannot be found in books. She has, in turn, become my teacher, and I have learned that there is no spirit on earth, evil or otherwise, that can defeat a pure heart of devoted love. As for myself, I remained a schoolmaster and dedicated my life to the education of the unenlightened. After all, there are so many Kolyenchikovs in this world.